There he is.
Yo,
What's
what's going
up
on,
with you,
King?
bro?
Welcome to the
I
show,
see
man.
you,
Welcome
bro.
back. How's it been?
I see you got the Sixers hat on.
Yeah,
I,
just for
I
you,
see
because
that.
I know you're a
Yeah.
Philly guy.
I appreciate that, bro. I'm good, man. It's good to see you, bro.
Yeah, man. It's been years. I think I was still at St. John's when we last did
Yeah.
the interview. I think that was the last time.
Yeah, that was, that
Wow.
was,
Well,
that
welcome
was.
back to the show, man. King Shampz is here. Hustler's Renaissance Volume 1, the new project. Congratulations on the new drop. Philly Zone rejoins the show. One of the nicest MCs out there, especially in the underground, just trying to get that mainstream spotlight. But he's been grinding. He's been grinding for a long time, many years now, especially with his brother putting the label together, Dead Wrong Records. Welcome back to the show, King. How's everything going?
Oh man, first of all, hellified intro number one. Let's get that out of the way early. Hellified intro. I'm good, bro. We ready to take over the year, baby. That's what we on. Hustlers Renaissance Volume One. This project to me is a game changer. I think that it shows not only my versatility as an artist, but my brother's versatility from a production standpoint. And we're excited to give it to the world, man. January 27th.
Exactly. So, how does this year feeling for you so far? Because we just started, we're 10 days in. So, how does this feeling for you on a career perspective trajectory so far?
Oh, bro, I feel like it's only going up from here. I feel like I'm finally reaching my peak, I think.
Hmm.
I think I'm finally getting to the place where I needed to be, not only from an artist perspective, but from a human perspective. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that I'm like mentally and physically ready for this journey. And God's just been blessing me, man. So, these first couple days is just been kind of getting used to the new me. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And really just kind of focusing in on, what the goals are for this year, man. And I'm excited.
Yeah. Who is the new you?
Oh man, that's a hell of a question right there. That's a hell of a question right there. I believe the new me is a lot more confident, but a lot more hungry.
Hmm.
I feel like, in the past, um, I knew what I was, but I didn't pursue it the way I needed to pursue it. You know what I mean? Like I knew I could be great. I know that I am great, but I wasn't pushing the way I needed to be great. And I feel like I'm finally adding that component to my game, and it makes me feel kind of frisky, kind of dangerous.
Mm. He's ready. I could tell, especially with the music. Your music's always aggressive since we got the release. I remember, I think we connected, was it like around the dawn of the dead time? I think that's when we
Yeah.
connected on
Yep.
Twitter. Yeah.
Yep. It's
Yeah.
been a minute. Yep. It's been some years. That's the start of the sound for real, bro.
Hmm.
Like us, like doing our own thing from like a lit hip hop perspective, where it's like it's still got that bop and shit, but like it's raw, it's gutter, you know what I mean, and it's got that real street energy to it. So yeah, man, you've been there from the start, bro.
Exactly. But it's all because of you too, because you reached out on Twitter like when I was just getting started as well. And I think
Yeah,
that's something that's so rare nowadays is that people don't like to build from the ground up. And we see all these new so-called celebrities and influencers every day where it's like you never heard of them and they're not really putting in the groundwork. I guess they just go and buy their million followers and blue check, and then we're just supposed to know who they are. Where
yeah.
you're supposed to build an organic following, and that's what you've done. Because I know you're big on that all your followers are real, all your listeners are real, no bots here, no botifies like Drake and all this.
Nah, nah,
It's
nah,
real, and
nah,
that's how you build
nah.
something.
Yeah, that's 100% true, bro. And I'm glad that you touched on that because you've done the exact same thing in your field.
Yeah.
I've seen you build it from the ground up where you've interviewed everybody from
Yeah.
horror movies to, trap rappers to the boom bap elite to, just people that are in the industry as well. And just seeing you have that kind of versatility within your network, it also motivates me because I'm a person that believes that you can learn from anybody. Where it's like, damn, Mac's doing this thing. Like, let me, you know what I mean? Step it up a little bit, not hate on the brother for doing it, but congratulate the brother for doing it and say, you know what? I can push a little further. I can get into a little bit more rooms and, let my product and my work show. So yeah, man. I mean, it's a grind, man. But I'd rather have the organic people that fuck with me, that enjoy what I do, and when you have your product, man, I don't care how long it may take. When it's elite, it's going to show. And you're
Hmm.
going to get your just due eventually. Everybody does. You just got to stay consistent and disciplined, man. And that's what we've both been doing over the years, is staying consistent and disciplined. And, we're starting to see those results.
Exactly. That's the main thing is that you got to stay consistent, never give up. Because that's the main thing. A lot of people tap out. Like there's a lot of people that I know that were really talented artists and they just didn't have the drive to just keep going. And it's almost like they
Yeah,
get discouraged because they're chasing the bag right away. Whatever it is that they're chasing, you got to stay focused. You got to cut out all the noise and just
yeah.
stick to your guns. That's the main thing.
That's 100% true, bro. Like, I mean, giving up, that's not even in my vocabulary, bro.
That's not in the dictionary. No.
Nah, man, especially when you know that this is something you got love for and you're
Hmm.
good at. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people aren't good at certain things, man. And you'll see them motherfuckers get to the top and you be like, they're horrible. You know what they got though? You know what they do have? Because I can respect, like I said, we can learn from anybody. They're persistent and
Hmm.
they're being consistent. Now, that don't mean that they ain't out this motherfucker selling pee and calling it shit.
Yeah.
that don't mean that. But they're being consistent in their method. And I wish more talented individuals like ourselves, especially from the creative realm, would just say, you know what? Just one more step. Just one more step. Just one more step. And you'll be where you need to be.
Hmm. What's the significance behind the title of this new project? Because this looks like it's going to be a series that you're already prepping. Because we got a volume one. So, and I know you're
Yeah.
big on Jay Z, you're big Jay Z guy. So, in my
Yeah.
lifetime,
Yeah.
volume one was that kind of an inspiration there?
You know what? That's a dope ass fucking question, bro. To
Hmm.
be honest, nah. It didn't even pop in my head, to be honest. As big as, like you said, knowing me, as big of a whole guy as I am, it didn't even pop in my head. I guess subconsciously, maybe it was there.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because of all of the great work he's done and he's influenced me for sure. But I just felt like the title was necessary because I feel like in this genre today, we celebrate the junkie more than the hustler. You know what I'm saying? It was a time and, me growing up and being from where I'm from, it's like, no, we got with the guys that had the cars and the girls and the jewelry and shit. Like, that's what we into. We not into the dudes that's, begging for change and trying to fight old ladies for pocketbooks. Because that's eventually what these junkie motherfuckers become. You from New York, you know what's going on.
Oh,
Being in
yeah.
here in Philly, you know what I mean? You know what's happening out here. So I can't really get behind like this junkie kind of fuel culture of rap.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I grew up, like you said, with the Jay-Z's, with that Wu-Tang Clan, with that,
G rap.
Puff and Big and shit. Cool G rap. Like that's my shit. Like that's
Yeah.
stunting hard on a speedboat shit. Nas and them, like that's what I enjoy. That's the kind of music that I enjoy listening to. I enjoy making. And then that kind of lifestyle is something that we were always pursuing, whether we got there some days or not. That was always the goal. So I
Hmm.
felt like the Hustlers Renaissance was the perfect segue into that, where it's like, let's bring back the hustlers and not just the drug dealers, but the people like you're talking about that are putting the grind in, that are putting the work in. It's a Hustlers Renaissance for all of us because I feel that when people hear a hustler, they automatically think street shit. And I
Hmm.
want to kind of get people's minds off of that for a second and be like, no, like how you got in the background hustle,
Hustle.
because you hustling. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? It's a hustler's renaissance for you as well. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, that's what we're pushing. That's the message that we're pushing. Where it's like, let's be gone to the motherfuckers that don't put no work in. Let's be gone to the people that don't give a fuck about this culture. Let's be gone with that. It's a renaissance. It's something new. You know what I mean? It actually kind of derives from the Harlem Renaissance,
Hmm. I
where
thought about that.
yeah, that's kind of where I got it from, to be honest, where it was like it was so many great writers and so many different people, different figures and culture that derived from that little period in time. May have been 15 years, maybe 10 years or something like that. But you got some of the best work that came out of that. So yeah, that definitely inspired me for sure. And I was like, yo, I want to do it for us. like the people that are really hustling day in and day out and putting that grind in, and I hope it resonates with the people.
Absolutely, and it does. It resonates with me, especially with that message. And then to me, because when I was listening to the album, I listened to it yesterday, I listened to it today, the project, and there was a lot of things that reminded me of Raekwon with your delivery, because you always have that just that gritty, grimy delivery with your voice. And I was like, there are
Yeah.
certain things I'm like, man, I could tell he's heavily influenced in certain aspects by Raekwon. That was
Oh
what
yeah.
really stood out to me. I was like, he has a lot of Raekwon influence in here.
That's a billion percent true. Raekwon, it was funny. I was actually listening to Raekwon's newest album today. I was diving into that and
Oh, the
listening
one on
to it.
Mass Appeal that just came out.
Yeah, yeah. I was just getting around to it because there's so much music. And then when you focus and trying to promote your own shit, sometimes you ain't even got time for nothing else.
Oh yeah,
So I actually got a chance to listen to it. But yeah, like Ray, definitely,
the
definitely,
chef.
100%. Yes, man. Like I listen to Ray all the time. I was listening to Motherless Child with him and Ghostface on it. Like I'm a Wu-Tang guy. You know what I'm saying? And the way like Ray talked slick and he had like his own lingo on records, like I felt that shit. I was like, yo, he fly as shit. Like I can fuck with that. And I got like a similar kind of style too. So yeah, for sure. Ray is definitely up there for me. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And just to even start off the project with 100, that was just right away. I was like, yeah, he's going right off with the gritty on this one. And then you end it with struggle and tears.
Yeah.
That's something that you can relate to. All the obstacles you've been through, you put the pain in your music, which is another aspect of being real and showcasing who you are in your music.
1 billion%, bro. And that was kind of I guess the goal you can say as far as how we wanted to approach the project to show that kind of versatility where it's like I can do all of these different things. And I feel like a lot of these MCs that we're looking at, especially in the underground, they're very limited at what they can do. It's not
Hmm.
too many motherfuckers that can make a struggle in tears and then 100 and then a Don Juan. You know what I'm saying? Like I can make all of these different records all together and they all are slamming in their own different way. I feel like when you're putting that kind of work in, after a while, you'll go back and you'll listen to it, you be like, yo, once this shit drops, this is gonna fuck the game up. Like this is a different kind of sound and project, and I'm glad you finally got a chance to listen to it because a couple other DJ homies of mine that I got a chance to send the project over to was like, yo, this is probably the most versatile project I've heard
Hmm.
in some years.
Yeah, you have
You know what I'm
some
saying?
things that you experiment with, like with Don Juan in the hot record too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like different flows, different, musical things. We ain't going to give them the whole taste. You know what I mean? But it definitely was something I was experimenting with on there as far as different musical styles and blending different styles together because I'm a student of music. You know what I'm saying? So I always want to see if certain things can fit and get away with them.
Hmm.
And if they fit and I can get away with it and I can place it the way I want to place it, oh man, shit, we're gonna get more creative. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? But the basis is always gonna be the bars. The basis is always gonna be the production, strong hooks. You know what I mean? That's where our bread is buttered as far as like how we've built our sound. But it's definitely gonna be different wavy hooks. You know what I mean? We gotta get the bitches out here shaking ass too. Nigga, like that's just how that's got the GO. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you got to switch it up. You got to be able to do different things. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is probably showcasing that the most for sure.
Hmm.
This project for sure.
You know who I want to see you work with? I think it would be a really good collaboration, just barred out. You and OT the Real. I would love to see that.
You know what? I definitely heard some of his work, and OT definitely can spit. I think
Yeah.
that would definitely be something dope as far as like you see it from a bars perspective, going back and forth, back and forth. Shout out to OT too. He's from the city too, so definitely shout out them for
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely. And also because I know I've heard you give your flowers to Will Smith recently. Will Smith's another legend from the area, first rapper to win a Grammy, and I think
Yeah.
the exact connotation that it was put in is that he's someone that always gives back and comes back to hip hop because a lot of times people use it and then they run away with it and you never see or hear from them again. And that's what we have here with Will Smith is that he always comes back. And he just came back last year with his new album.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, well, being from the same part of the city, because I'm from West Philly like he is.
Hmm.
And I always tell people that's always like a running joke with me. As I said, I'm from the most famous hood in the world. I said everybody knows that theme song from Fresh Prince of Bel Air, West Philadelphia, born and raised. Like I'm from the most famous hood in the world. Like I tell people that all the time. We all laugh and shit, but Will is a legend, man, and he's never, like you said, forgot his roots as far as hip hop. He's still rapping. He's still out here, putting his projects together and still working hard. And you got to respect that, from a guy that he don't have to do it.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's got so much movies and so much money, he could just sit back on a beach somewhere and let the money work for him for real. But to still see that kind of passion, to still see that kind of drive, you got to respect that, man, for sure.
Absolutely. And I know there's been a lot of things in the news with like allegations coming out and stuff like that. And it gets tiring because it gets to the point to where it's anyone could say anything about anyone. That's when because I saw
Yeah,
that headline
it's
come up. I
scary
was
out
like,
here, bro. It's scary out here, bro. Like that's the shit that's crazy. Like him and so many others. It's like, yo, regardless of that's what I'll say on it, right? Because it's touchy and these motherfuckers is real Philly about everything. So I'll keep it as PG as I can, right? This is my thing, right, bro? You cannot just say any old thing and expect me to believe it.
hmm
Just anything. Now, don't get me wrong. People do a lot of different shit.
yeah.
But you're not going to sit here and tell me that it was a horse, then it was a donkey, then it was a duck, and they all came in quacking together and then rolled an airplane. Okay, I need to see evidence of that.
Yeah.
Now, I got to see that. Like, it can't just be you say that shit and that's just going to be true and we're going to go on about our dates. Like, that's where I'm at with it. Now, again, if it's true, then hey, I'm not opposed to throwing a motherfucker where they need to be. If you'd
Yeah.
have done something wrong to somebody, it is what it is. But if it's just some shit where it's just like, I'm going to just say some shit and just badger your name and disrespect it, man, fuck that. I tell people all the time, Max, I'm like, yo, once we get what we get, don't try to throw no allegations on me. I'll sue the shit out your
Yeah.
ass quick.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
exactly.
We ain't gonna start demeaning me and throwing my name all in the street. Shit, you must be crazy as a motherfucker. We ain't doing no shit like that.
Yeah, it's crazy because the allegation it came out of something with his new album, a performer or something. Where is this even
I
coming
think it
from? It's
was something
crazy.
like that. Yeah, but see, the thing is, once a culture is established, bro, everybody trying to get a dollar.
Oh yeah, that's how you
It
see it
don't
now.
matter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's just like, hey, shit, I ain't really got no talent like that, but I was around this person. I took a picture with that person. I know the aunt of that person. Shit, I'm gonna try to get paid. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
vicious out here, bro. It's vicious.
Oh, it is. It's nasty work, as they say. It's definitely nasty work.
That's a fact, bro. I'll be like, hey, shit, please keep that shit over there. I'm good, man.
Yeah, they definitely got to keep it over there. Beanie Siegel, that's another legend from the city. Black Thought, those are other influences. The Roots. I know you're heavily influenced by these guys, but there was someone that I brought up on my show recently. I did with a Philly artist, and I
Mm.
wasn't even aware of this because I know everyone's always like, "Oh, Ice-T, cop killer," but then he goes and plays a cop on every show that you see him in. But
Yeah, yeah.
Steady B, I had no idea that Steady B was involved with the murder of a cop or something. I was like, wow.
Steady B and Cool C.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
And it's funny, they both from West Philly too. Like West Philly is a wild spot. That's why I try to tell people. Like, I think all of the I guess crazy fame goes to like North Philly because you see like AR and all these different
Mhm.
guys and shit like that. So you're like, wow, these are like probably the wildest dudes. And there's some of the wildest dudes. When you come out west, it's really crazy. Like it always has been for years. And that's always been kind of the culture.
hmm
It's funny. I actually wrote something like that in a freestyle where it was like, yeah, I'm from West where we shoot at the cops.
Yeah.
Like that's a known thing. Like in West Philly, it's been gun brawls between civilians and police for years. So it's wild, man. It's
It is
definitely wild.
wild.
But yeah, and then gangster rap started in West when you start talking about PSK
hmm
by Schoolie D. You get that sits in the morning from Ice T, and then that's when you hear, NWA drop Day Joint.
Oh
You
yeah,
know
the
what I'm saying?
straight out
Right after
Compton
that.
after
Yeah,
police
like
and all
right
that.
after that. Yeah. So a lot of people don't know that, but gangster rap started here in West Philly. So that's another reason why I have such pride because I know the history of it and I know where I want to take it. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, but going steady because that was a record I always played in rotation for a while, and I was like, steady B, and I just never did my research that deep into him until recently when I interviewed a Philly artist. He was telling me about it, and I was like,
Yeah.
where was I? Which is that he's in jail because I have his, I think he has like a greatest hits compilation. I have that album, and I was like,
Mhm.
really, he's in jail? I was like, no wonder why we haven't heard from him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Him and Steady being Cool C. Yeah,
Hmm.
Glamorous Life and all of that. It was a lot of those records that like dropped and shit that they was a part of. Yeah, man. Like really a wild spot, man.
It's
A wild
unfortunate,
spot.
yeah,
Yeah,
because yeah, they had hits back in the day.
they did.
Hit records.
They did. They did, man. They definitely was some of the first Philly artists. Yeah, like that they was part of the group of Schoolie D, Steady
Hmm.
B, Cool C, Will Smith, and then it was a label down here named Pop Art. And
Mm.
Pop Art was a label that signed like a lot of New York acts and stuff. They were like brothers from down here in Philly. So that was like during the like first wave of us like making, I guess our bones, you could say, in the game for sure.
A lot of history there. So, what would you say is the Philly grind, especially when you were coming up? Because you were rapping since you were 10 or 11, just putting this together with your brother, Dead Wrong Records. You've been doing this for a minute now, but you have like a lot of musical background playing the piano, which we'll get into in a little bit. But what is the Philly grind? We see the New York stories with the Nas's, the Jay-Z's, the Biggies. What is the Philly story from the King Shampz perspective?
Oh man, that's a hell of a fine question, but that's why we here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, Philly, man. To me, it's the roughest city in the world, man. Like it's just tough. Everything's tough. Everything like if you aren't tough mentally, tough physically, you can get ran the fuck out of here. Like it's just that kind of city. It's very similar to New York in that way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's why I feel like y'all are like the big brother. We're like the little brother because of the size, but it's that same attitude where it's like you got to be aggressive and you got to believe in whatever it is that you're pushing because you'll have different motherfuckers, especially here in the city, where they'll hate on you, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
they'll see you being a talented person and they'll try to shut certain shit down. You know what I mean? As opposed to one thing I'll say about New York is New York will be together in a certain way, where it'll be like, all right, we're gonna stand behind this one dude, or we're gonna stand behind this one borough or this one group, and the whole New York will fuck with them as opposed to in Philly, it'd be like, yeah, he's cracking out in West Philly, but some North Philly motherfuckers may not fuck with him.
Mm-hmm.
Or, South Philly may be rocking, but, it's West Philly guys, they ain't really rocking with him. So it's a very tough city in that way when you're trying to find your own sound, your way, basically, as an artist. And I feel like people look at Philly and say, damn, there's so many talented individuals down there. They have come from the city from all genres of music. Why is Philly kind of in a rut from an artist's perspective? And I tell people all the time it's because of us not having a sound anymore. The East Coast, really. I'll talk about that in a second, where the East Coast has lost this sound completely. And there's no more people that's pushing the culture forward as far as the roots of this shit, like the bars and the beats. You know what I'm saying? And I came up in that era when you talk about, like you said, Beanie Siegel and the battle rap scene where it was like Reed and Cass and all of those dudes where you had to be able to rap. You had to be
Ines.
able to rap. Yeah, Enos is another one for sure. The same kind of shit. Where coming from that kind of lane where all of these dudes were rapping at a very high level and you had to be able to rap. And I feel like at one point in time, coming from this city, especially in my story growing up, that was what got me going and why I'm so elite at what I do now. Is because I knew when you stepped off the porch and you said you rapped, you had to have 8 or 9 raps ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Like guaranteed, because everybody's on the corner rapping. And then the thing is, if you ask, they gonna let you know. Like they gonna let you know. You may not even be able to rap around there again until you damn near become Nas or something to get back on the corner. You know what I'm saying? Like it was that competitive kind of thing. So for me, I think that's what kind of bred the spirit of the MC in me and really starting to do my history. you know what I
Hmm.
mean, on different Philly artists and seeing what made them successful, what didn't make them successful. You know what I'm saying? Like really studying my craft. And I can say Philly's is very influential on our sound because it's a loud, real street sound. And it's a certain kind of energy and violence and aggressivity that we bring on the records that you'll hear on each record. And I think that depicts how our city is consistently. It's loud, it's aggressive, and it's a violent kind of thing. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? And a lot of people may not want to say it that way, but that's the way it is.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We're not going to sugarcoat shit. You feel me? So being from this city, that was the kind of energy that was given to me from an early age, and I just started kind of putting it into the records. You know, of course, when you outside and you live in that kind of life too, that adds on to the authenticity of the records, where it's just like you can hear certain rappers saying certain shit, and we don't believe you. We don't really think like you've ever been into anything in your life. And then we'll listen to other rappers and be like, I hope he stopped doing that shit so he can actually, be a great artist. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Hopefully the streets don't hold this person back. So yeah, Philly is saying all of that to say it's influenced me in a myriad of ways, man. Good, bad, and ugly, but it's crafted this story that we're talking about now.
Hmm. No, it has, and just going back into your musical influences, playing the piano when you're younger. Have you thought about revisiting the piano, putting some live instruments in your music?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. 100%, bro. I feel like that. I'm itching to do those things. I want to make sure that we have, what's the word I'm looking for? The resources to be able to bring in great artists from all genres to be able to create this sound, because music to me is one sound just split up. To me, it's just one sound split up where it's a feeling, whether you feel happy, sad, you know what I mean, angry, whatever. You can reminisce on a record. You could get hype over a record. You could do all those kinds of things off of music. So music is me. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And when I'm listening to, different pianists, because I still am heavy into like jazz and shit like that. Like I'm always listening to jazz music consistently. I'm like, wow, oh shit, they're dope. Let me file them away because I want to work with that pianist one day, or I want to work with that violinist one day. And I'll literally have a notebook where I'll file away these different musicians and be like, yo, when the time is right, I'm bringing them into the studio to craft this new sound, kind of similar to like how Dr. Dre was doing his productions, where he
Hmm.
would bring in musicians and be like, yo, I have this idea. I may not be able to play that note, but I can give you that note. You play it, and I'm going to start piecing it together and using it in a production kind of way. So, yeah, I definitely want to implement that for sure.
Fire. I think that would definitely do something for you. It would doing wonders too, because I think it brings a difference to it. Because you mentioned that just what you were saying, speaking about before with the Philly grind, is that you're right. The East Coast has lost its sound. That's why outside of the albums that we got from Mass Appeal this year, which you mentioned the Raekwon one, there
Yeah.
really isn't anyone in New York that's really putting it on from a roots perspective. That's actually real. I mean, I always big up my guy Dave East. I like Dave East, but no one shows
Yeah.
the love that he's deserved in the mainstream. Everything's all like you said, the clickbaity crap. It's the
Yeah.
gimmicky meme. I don't like how hip hop is such a meme now. That's the thing that's so annoying about it, is that we go to TikTok reels and dances, and that's not hip hop. Like I really understand it when I talk to people from the older generation, or even
Yeah.
just people in my family, people that I know around the way and stuff like that. When I look through their lens, they're like, oh, we had LL Cool J and Kumo D and G Rap, Big Daddy Kane and Heavy D and all these guys. And he
Hmm.
goes, now he's like, the people be like, we don't have anything. Who do you have? There's like no one. You went from
Yeah.
having hundreds of different artists with different styles to just nothing. So when they say that, I get it. I get what
Yeah.
they're saying, because I mean, we always turn to what? Kendrick and J. Cole and Drake. I mean, there's really nothing I really want to go into that with, because it's so overplayed at this moment. But
Yeah.
outside of those guys, it's like, and even that,
That's
it's because I think J. Cole is amazing MC, but I didn't like the whole backing down with the whole beef with Kendrick. Like I get where his spirit was, but I feel as though as an MC, when someone goes at you, you got to say something. You gotta
Yeah, yeah,
come
yeah,
on.
yeah. Because the thing is, to be honest, right? And I'm glad you kind of touched on it because I feel like that's kind of the mindset that I'm going into this year with is I'm taking heads. Whoever wanted can get it. I truly believe, like I truly believe it, bro. Because it's like we're not going to sit here and act like I don't do this rap shit for real.
Hmm.
Like I can't, like I'm not at an elite level of penmanship. When you listen to my bars, you got to compare me to the greats. You can't compare
Absolutely.
me to them. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't rap like them. You got to bring those other guys up that are on the Rushmores and the mountains in the back there. You know what I'm saying? You got to bring those guys up. And I feel going to the point of the J. Cole thing that you brought up, bro, as an MC and knowing all of these different things, man, fuck Kendrick. Fuck Drake too. Fuck them. This is competitive, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what they say. That's what was has been said. Kendrick said it was competitive. And you can spit, you can rap, you can do these things. Step right in, especially if you put a record out.
Hmm.
Now, if you didn't say anything, fuck it. It is what it is. You want your inner peace, do your thing, bro. I ain't mad at that. But as soon as you step in the ring, bro, it's on for 12
Oh
rounds.
yeah.
I ain't stepping the fuck out for shit. No, I'm gonna knock him the fuck out and raise the belt. The fuck
Yeah.
is you talking about? Like this is what it is, and that's the energy I'm really bringing all year. Cause it was funny, bro. I was having a conversation with Azzan actually, and we were saying that I was like, bro, I said this bars from the block series I've put together. I don't think
All the
anybody's went
freestyles are
on a
fire.
bro. I don't think anybody's went on that kind of freestyle run of that kind of versatility. You cannot name me a motherfucker that really killed the give up the goods beat and then went and did the shiznit. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Like went and did a down and out joint, but then went and destroyed Milkbone too. Like it's levels to this shit, bro. So if
Hmm.
it's like we gonna step into the ring, yeah, fuck them. I want all the smoke with any of them, and that go for the underground motherfuckers too. Whoever you name, I will smoke them. Like it don't matter now, bro. We didn't got to that point because it's competitive, and
It
it's
is.
not a thing of we got to get violent, we got to get into this, we got to do this. No, it's straight bars. Put
Hmm.
your records on and put my records on, and I'm smoking your punk ass.
Hmm.
That's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that kind of energy has left the game too.
It has.
You know, like when you bringing up, all those old school artists, them motherfuckers was getting into it back then.
They were.
All went after each other somehow, some way. Rakim got slights at Kane. Kane got slights at Cool G Rap. Cool G Rap got slights at Chuck D. Like
Hmm.
whoever the fuck was the top guys, Cool Mo D and LL Cool J. Hello,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? Like it was a competitive thing. So we gotta bring that back, man.
I agree. That's definitely needed just for the culture. It's just like I said, it's a meme now, and now we got softies in here all over the place.
Yeah,
Like I like Kendrick. Don't get me wrong, but it's just because everyone's. Here's the thing: when it comes to Kendrick, is that when they were like, "Oh, he's the new Pac. He's." I just feel like that's such a bold statement. I get his accomplishments.
yeah,
He's a good MC. He's a great MC. But Tupac? I mean, I know you're
yeah,
influenced by Tupac. I know you're
yeah,
big.
for
Yeah.
sure.
It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's the nostalgia in me. Maybe it's because I'm always on the side of the icons and legends in hip hop. But
Mm.
when people are like, best rapper ever, best rapper alive,
No,
I'm just like,
Kendrick Lamar is a dope rapper, but let's be honest. And this is for a lot of these artists, not just Kendrick, but a lot of these other guys in the game. That's how I feel. If you couldn't stack up in 95, 96, when Biggie and them was walking Earth, Tupac was on Earth, Nas was beating them out while they were here, Jay was here, the Wu was here,
oh yeah.
Prodigy, top five for like a bunch of years, right? If you couldn't hang in that kind of era, you can't be the greatest of all time when you're beating out Little Yachty and the boys.
And to
You
be fair
can't do
too,
that.
no, and like, this is what I always say, because everyone's like, "Oh, Drake." The ghostwriting rumors killed him. I said,
Yeah, yeah,
how
yeah, yeah.
seriously can you take this? With an artist like Drake who has ghostwriting rumors, and when you listen back to a lot of Drake's records, the lyrical content it's Swiss cheese. It's not the most complex rhyme scheme that you ever
No, no,
heard. You
not
know, it's
really.
so
Not
it's like,
really.
is it really an accomplishment that you took out Drake? It's not like you took out. Let's see him go toe to toe with like a Pusha T. That's more of like a wow.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But see, again, this is the thing, bro. Politics, you know how this game goes,
Hmm.
man. You being in radio and all that, and we've
Oh
had
yeah.
conversations before behind the scenes we ain't got to elaborate on
Oh
about
yeah.
how a lot of this fuck shit rolls behind the scenes with these people. So it's all political, number one. We know this to be sure. But I totally agree with you in that regard when you said the Drake situation, where it's like, if he's the ghostwrite guy, then he can't automatically become Rakim so he can
Hmm.
get a win. You know what I'm saying? Like he can't go from the pop ball to the rap ball because the guy I like is dissing him. You see what I'm saying? And that's a lot of bias too with
Hmm.
Kendrick. Kendrick has a lot
There's
of
a lot of
fans,
bias, a
man.
lot of
Like
people.
they
Yeah.
don't, bro, they don't give a fuck. Like I've talked back and forth with different Kendrick fans, and they've got mad at me when I said, bro, if he was in 95, 96, he'd be like part of the Far Side or something. Like he'd be one of those guys. He'd be one of those guys. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He's a dope rapper, but he'd be like Del the Funky Homo Sapien or
Hmm.
something. Like he'd be one of those guys where it's like, no, he's got a good rap, he's got a good project, but we got Tribe Called Quest over here, we got Biggie over here, we got Snoop Dogg and Dre over there. How could he be with Tupac where he doesn't rap that gangster shit?
Hmm.
He raps bongo rap. Tupac made ambitious as a writer. How do
Hmm.
we conflate the two? It's just like Drake making mob records. I can't believe that either. What, like, if you're saying, hey, can the guy rap? Yes,
A hundred
100%.
percent.
But once we start to talk crazy, I will check your ass. Quit. Because that doesn't make sense to me. I'm like, bro, like Kendrick cool for what he's doing. It's like
Yeah.
this, right, Max? Let's keep it 100 with a lot of these guys. And this is why I feel that we're primed for such a come up with this project because we're bringing like that street energy with lyricism where it's like you can feel comfortable playing this around your friends.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these guys, you don't really feel comfortable playing music around them because you may just like this motherfucker. Like
Yeah.
nobody breaks weed down in the ghetto and says throw the new Kendrick on or the new J. Cole. To be 100, to be 100, they don't
Yeah.
say it.
It's
They don't say it. Now, that doesn't mean that they don't have their fans or they don't have their influence or nothing like that, but we're just talking about from a strict rap perspective. The game is so sweet right now, bro, that these motherfuckers can run roughshod. And that's why we feel like it's our perfect time to bring the real shit back
hmm.
with elite talent, elite production, and elite lyricism to show y'all how the old game used to be played in this new world. You know what I'm saying? Like, really show you how the real shit gets done, how the greats really have done it. Not that I'm a guy. It's like this, right? Here's an analogy for you, because you're a big basketball guy, too.
Hmm.
It's like this, right? Say if we strip the NBA of all of the talent that we have, the Knicks don't got Brunson no more. We don't have Maxey no more. You just get some regular guy that sells hot dogs in New York, and he's the point guard now, right? And the league becomes shitty. No one wants to watch it anymore. And then up jump, here comes a guy like, say, for the Knicks, who's the guy? Mitch Robinson,
Hmm.
right? Who you would say, like, give or take, yeah,
Oh,
you know.
I don't know if you pay attention closely to when I do talk about the Knicks, but yeah, he's been my most disliked Knick player for years because he's always injured. He's always hurt. But when he plays, I have to give him his props. The past 2 years in the playoffs, he's actually showed up with the double doubles, the rebounds. He can't shoot for anything. He can't shoot free throws, but he's like glass.
Yes. So, say if a guy like him or somebody worse, who would you say is the worst player on the Knicks right now? Let's just use him now.
Oh, the worst player on the Knicks. Oh,
Yeah. that you could just say where you like, yo, bro, like
Oh,
so
I'll tell you who I think because I mean I'm not even gonna name a bench guy. I'm just gonna go right for Bridges. I mean this guy 5 first round picks for Mikal Bridges. Are you kidding me?
so let's use Bridges then. Let's use them. Let's use them then. Say the league goes to shit and the hot dog guy is the point guard for the Knicks and the cheesesteak guy down here is the point guard for the Sixers. The league is done. The league is shit, right? And then Mikal Bridges comes out there amongst the hot dog and cheesesteak guys and starts giving everybody a honey. We're not going to say now that he's better than Michael Jordan.
Hmm.
We have to look at who he's playing against. This the hot dog bull from
Hmm.
Manhattan. He sell hot dogs, nigga. This bull sell cheesesteaks. He'd have put the cheese on the steak bull. That's what he does. He's never played basketball. This guy knows at least how to play the game of basketball.
Hmm.
So he's going to look good. Now I said it best. And the land of the blind, a man with one eye is the king.
Hmm.
And a lot of these people is blind, so they following the one eyeball. Bitch, I got two of them, and I don't see you doing too much. For real. I just don't see you doing too much. And that's how I feel like a lot of these guys are really in the game now, man. And
Hmm.
that's why I feel like the game is ready for this dead wrong takeover because of that. Where it's like, well, shit, if he getting off, I'm Michael Jordan, bitch. I'm
Hmm.
gonna take the game over. If Bridges out here getting 60, I need to get 200.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's just how I feel, man. And I feel like because of the game just being so weak, man, I feel like not only are we going to dominate, but we're going to make a chain reaction. Hence the name that Hustlers Renaissance thing, where it's going to be not only a renaissance from the Hustlers perspective, but that renaissance from the music perspective, where it's like, let's bring the great shit back. Let's bring the
Hmm.
competition back. Let's bring that back. Not a lot of this other bullshit.
That's what we need. We need what you're doing and more people. We need more MCs, especially from the underground to rise up. We need that. It's so
Yeah,
important. It really is. And I don't know really what the direction is going to be from the game this year. I'm hoping that it's a better the year. I mean, last year was pretty decent as far as the Clips album and the Mass Appeal records,
definitely was a
but
dope album.
yeah, I want to see some more underground acts get the mainstream. And this is going to be the bridge to the question. So, what's kind of been the development as far as the last time we spoke with your record label, Dead Wrong Records? And because the only thing that this is something that you always wanted was the distribution from the major. So, is there any connections that you've been able to make to potentially make that dream happen?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. We definitely have our distribution through Roc Nation now, so
Okay,
that's a blessing.
congrats.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, thank you. We definitely got that. We definitely have made some really solid connections behind the scenes, and have really got those power players behind us now a lot more than we have. So now it's just really a matter of, you know how it is, the numbers
Oh
game,
yeah.
making sure that you know how this shit goes. So you want to make sure that you're building up as much as you can, as much as a organic following as possible. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? And that's what we've really been doing. But we finally got the distribution thing where we can just kind of put our music out as much as we want, as long as we're recording it, have a pretty good royalty rate with everything as well. So that's the blessing of it. And definitely got some top DJs now as well. So we've definitely been building behind the scenes to kind of get this shit rolling for these Nets projects, because we're looking at it from the perspective, going back to the point of the game is at its softest. So if you come in with a new sound that can captivate and capture the listener, and you actually have different people in play that can kind of help you push the product, the sky be the limit for the product.
Hmm.
You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
so. I think this is the perfect year. I mean, you've been putting the work in, so now you kind of really understand the process. I mean, it's been long overdue since we first spoke, and just how long you've been building for. I mean, it's
Yeah.
been a while. So I think, and you said it this year, it feels different. You're a new you. So I feel
Yeah.
as though there's a new energy, of course, as well, and you're ready to just go at anyone who wants to throw the shots. It's all good, and they're gonna get it. You know, if that's what
Yeah.
they want to do, you know, that's what an MC's supposed to do, is that protect his lyrical ability and showcase. And every time I listen to your records, the showcase is right on our front street.
Yeah, no, no, I appreciate that, bro. You know what I mean? Because again, I know you're not going to tell no lies to me
Hmm.
because you are such a hard ass when it comes to hip hop.
Oh
You're the
yeah,
same way I am. Where it's like, yo, if that shit ain't it, I'ma say it. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. It is what it is. So I
yeah,
know coming from you, I'm like, oh, I got one. I got one. If Max fucking with it, I got one for
yeah.
sure. I definitely respect your ear. Always have. So yeah, like you said, bro, it's long overdue. And you know what? This is what I'll say. It's not long overdue. It's God's timing.
God's timing. Okay.
It's God's timing. Where I may have been at a certain place lyrically, but I may not have been at a place mentally in order for me to do the work that I need to do in order to be great.
Hmm.
Sometimes you're not ready, and that's fine. That's why you want to dominate the process. And I feel these last couple years, we've been doing that, dominating the process as far as us cultivating our own sound. Because our sound sounds like nobody else's shit in the underground or in the mainstream, to be honest.
Hmm.
It's our own original, authentic kind of sound. And I feel like going through the different things that we've went through, learning the business, the loopholes, the different things, trying to figure out how to market and stuff like that, it's the perfect timing now because we understand all of it and we're more focused and hungry than ever. If you're listening to the music, it's a different energy to it now,
Oh
as
yeah.
opposed to, you know what I mean? As opposed to a lot of the other music. So it's God's timing, man. It's the perfect time.
Hmm.
Perfect timing. That's why I'm so excited about it because I'm like, yo, I see it. I see it and I can feel it. You know what I mean?
Hmm. And I could tell you that's going to really do wonders too, because when you're excited, that's how you know it's going to work, because you're confident. That's the main thing. You mentioned that earlier too. That's the new energy, the confidence. And look at the smile too. You see, you're
Yeah,
confident.
yeah. I am,
He's
bro. I
ready.
am, man. Yeah, I am because I feel I finally understand my superpowers, bro.
Hmm.
And I feel like once you kind of get to that place in life and you finally realize your superpowers, what you're good at, what you're really good at that no one else is good at, bro, and you start to lean into that, you start to lean into it, you start to get those fruits, man, and you start to see yourself getting better. You start to see your craft getting better. And after a while, I'll quote Deion Sanders, one thing that he said that I loved. And he said, keep making plays. He
Mm.
said, just keep making plays. Somebody's going to see you. Just keep making them plays. And basically, I interpreted that as keep doing you. If you're good at this thing, like how you've been grinding and you've interviewed damn near everybody, your
Hmm.
resume is crazy. And I hope a lot of
Yeah.
people know that too. For the people that's listening, go check his fucking track record too. That's not bullshit. That's
Yeah.
real shit. He's put that kind of work in. For people like us that have put the work in and kept making plays, we're about to break.
Hmm.
They don't have to see it. It
No,
ain't their vision to see.
it's not.
It ain't
Yeah.
their vision to see. And that's what we have to have an understanding of. And I think that's what makes me the most excited because I can see it. I don't give a fuck if y'all don't see it. I see it. And it makes you excited because you're like, I'm putting so much time and I'm putting so much effort into it that I know I'm going to yield this. I know I'm going to get what I need to get out of it because I keep making plays. I keep putting those raps together that make motherfuckers go like, damn, he's getting better.
Hmm.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like that's what you want to aim for. So yeah, man, it is that new confidence because I finally understand what I am and who I am from an artist perspective for sure.
Yeah, and you've been doing your thing with the freestyles, as I mentioned, with Dawn of the Dead, because you mentioned it earlier. I mean, I think we've spoken about it before. Are you? Because I mean, you got the Dawn of the Dead record and other kind of horror reference. So, are you a horror guy? I don't know if I've asked you that before. Are you a horror fan?
You know, uh a lot of different girls have tried to get me into like horror movies and shit because every girl now like watches fucking horror movies. It's crazy. As
Am
as
I
as
supposed to
if they
feel
don't.
emasculated? Is that?
Yo,
I didn't
I don't
know
know what
that.
the bro. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but
Well, if
They
you're talking
love
about what's going on in society, women have become the new men, but that's a whole other story. It's
that's a yeah. That's another
the
story.
gender
So
roles have really, I mean, the men are the ones now that are not the players anymore. The women are the players. It's completely reversed how it used to
it
be.
is.
It's
It is,
insane.
bro. It is fucking crazy. And I try my best to maintain my manhood out this motherfucker. Cause I'm like, bitch, I can't go for the bullshit. I'm cool. But the horror shit, I can watch it. I'ma tell you. Um, I got into Michael Myers.
Okay, the Halloweens.
Yeah. Once I finally got into, matter of fact, a friend of mine, she had put me on to it.
Which ones?
And
Because there's ones from the 70s and 80s, and there's the newer
the
ones with
whole John,
the
bro,
old, yeah, I
all
like the
of it.
old
From the
ones.
top, yeah, from the top to the bottom. The one I fucked with was the last one, not Halloween Ends, but Halloween
Oh,
Kills.
Halloween Kills.
Oh, that shit was the shit. I fucked with that.
When he gets up at the
Like,
end and he kills everybody that was
yo,
hitting
when
with the
he's
bat.
standing, bro, when he gets up, it was the fuck on out there, bro. Like that scene was epic. Matter of fact, this is how influential that movie was for me. When I dropped Rise of Corleone and I dropped the Like That video, some of the promo for it actually was Michael Myers when the house was on fire and he was like walking out of the
Oh,
house and
with
it
the
was on fire.
firefighter scene.
Yeah. I have that. If you go check my Instagram, whatever the fuck I was posting on at that time, I literally had that like as a promo like video for the video. That's how much I fucked with
I
like the
gotta go
Mike
recheck
Myers
that
shit.
out. I gotta go check that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. If I can find it, I'll send it to you.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll send it to you. And it was just dope. It was a dope cut up. And yeah, so I definitely can fuck with it. Yeah, I definitely can fuck. Now some of it I'm like, you know what I mean? But like Mike Myers, yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah, that's
For
your
sure.
guy.
Yeah. I fuck with cuz. I fuck with him.
Yeah. So how far are you looking to expand into the horror realm? Are you looking to kind of into the Freddys and the Jasons and stuff like that? What's kind of like the
I,
limit as to like I'm good on this?
you know what? I watched a little bit of the Freddie John. It was some Freddie John where like it was just too damn. What's the word I'm looking for? It just did too much weird shit for me in the one movie. I forget which one I was watching, but I was like, oh, I can't fuck with that.
Yeah.
Jason, I got to get into. I haven't got into Jason yet,
Hmm.
so maybe that's something I'll have to check out and see what's going on. Send me some stuff, bro, because you the horror motherfucker.
Yeah.
Don't be sitting up here trying to act like, oh, you know what you like. Oh, I know you know all the motherfuckers, bro. So
Yeah.
please enlighten me.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of some off the top of my head. I mean, The Exorcist is like a must see, but I know people are
Yeah,
funny on stuff like that with the possession stuff. I'm even kind of
yeah.
like, there's certain amounts I want to dive into that because you don't know, because
Yeah, it's a
that's
certain
real
realm.
stuff.
It's real.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a portal there. Yeah, you fuck around. Hey, yeah, it's spinning. You know
yeah.
what I mean? But it's a good movie.
Oh
I
yeah,
like them joints. That Rosemary's Baby.
oh yeah. That's
Um,
classic.
that's a classic joint. Yeah, yeah. I think I know them movies because my dad like watched a lot of those crazy joints. Like he
Mhm.
watched a lot of wild shit.
How
So
about like
that's how I know them.
you know Vincent Price? You ever watch like some of those movies, like black and whites, like Vincent Price?
I'm familiar with the name, but not the work.
Okay, yeah,
I
because
have
Vincent
to.
Price, he was the voice on Michael Jackson's Thriller. He's the voice at the end.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
he did like all like big horror movies in the 50s and stuff like that. Yeah.
Man, that voice is fucking epic.
Yeah.
For sure. Now I did not know that. Now I'm gonna have to do some research. I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to do some research and check that out. Because his voice was epic. Like I'm mad he passes. I'm like, yo, I could have used him for so much like did wrong kind of
Oh
intros
yeah.
and shit. Oh my God, man. Like I love those kinds of voices for sure. It gives it a cinematic feel no matter what you're doing. So I'm gonna definitely have to check that out.
That's legendary. I mean, your record's Dawn of the Dead. Have you seen Dawn of the Dead?
Bits and pieces of it.
Bits and
Yes,
pieces,
bits
yeah.
and pieces of it. Yeah, I ain't gonna sit here and say I saw the whole joint, but I had to kind of watch it because I didn't know initially that it was a movie
Hmm.
we were going off of it where it was like, oh, it's the dawn of the new era, dawn of, Dead Raw Records,
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of where our minds was with it. But I remember I was doing something one night, maybe Googling something, and it came up. I was like, oh shit, it's like a real movie. Like, this is like a real thing that like happened. Like Dawn of the Dead is a real thing. So I was like watching bits and pieces of it. Yeah, for sure. I
Hmm.
definitely saw a little bit of it.
It's okay. The remake from I think it was 2004. I saw that one and I saw the original one from 1978. I'm more of
Yeah,
a
I was watching some of the original one. Yeah, I was
mhm.
watching some of the original one. I didn't even know they made another one to that.
They did. I think that it was 2004. It was okay. It was all right. I think Vic Rames is in it. It was all right. I'm more of
Okay.
an OG guy. I like original stuff. Once you get into the remakes and stuff like that,
Yeah, they usually fuck it up. It's
yeah,
very rare that a remake
it's
is
you're
better.
right.
Yeah, it's very rare. It's horrible, especially in the days time. I'm like, please just leave that fucking movie alone. Like, please. If
It's
it
too
was
much.
great, just let it be great. Yeah, it's too much, bro. It's too much. I can't, bro. Keep it where it was. If you can't make it better, to leave it alone.
I'm with you on it, 100%. Just like your track, 100. I'm with you on it, 100.
Facts,
We're
facts.
marketing this. So is it when does this officially release? Is it out already, the new
No,
volume?
January 27th.
January. So okay, there's yeah. So I got this early. Yeah, I already knew I got this early, but I was like, is it released? I didn't look at the date that closely, but so that's coming out real soon.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
They're
yeah.
in for a
January
treat. The
27th.
fans are in for a treat.
Yeah, man. It's a motherfucker, man.
Hmm.
Like for it to be an EP, it has that playback value where you can play it back over and over and over again because it's like a really good appetizer. You're like, damn, that's it. Well, let me go back and see what that is. Like you dive more into it, you know what I'm saying? And it keeps your attention span and it's a different kind of wave, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we got the records on there where you can play it and it don't scare the hoes. It bring the hoes to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it'll bring the homies where it's like, oh, he rap. You know what I mean? Then it brings the old heads. Like, we bridging so many gaps on this project. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's showing that versatility. Not only, like I said, from the production standpoint, but from me being an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these guys, like I said, you can name any of them underground motherfuckers. You can name them one by one, any of them. And I truly mean any of them, one by one. Put Hustlers Renaissance on next to their last projects and tell me who's got a better project
Hmm.
without bias, without you think that they had is cool or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, listen to the music and digest it and say, is that project better than that project? Not because this motherfucker got a name. No, listen to the music. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're going to be doing on this campaign, bro, is going from interview to interview. Like, yo, put it on then. If you think that Griselda shit is better than that, put it the fuck on then. If you think that Trusted shit is better than this shit, put it the fuck on then. I guarantee you that it's not. I
Mm.
guarantee you that it's not. The versatility of this project, none of them niggas got.
Hmm.
And you heard it. See, this
Oh,
is the
yeah,
thing,
I've
man.
heard it.
You heard it. So it ain't like I'm just talking to you, just saying some wild shit just to
Hmm.
say it. Because you know, a lot of people get on interviews and like to turn it into WrestleMania and shit.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
they're always cutting the promos for it.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, like I truly believe this shit. And the proof's in the pudding, and the people are going to find out January 27th. I'm like, yo, anything in the underground ain't fucking with this shit. Motherfucker, we got hooks and beats on this shit, man. Yeah, you know I'm saying these motherfuckers on drumless loop sounding tired, old, and sick. They in the way. They just in the way. Like I said, you name any of them crews, bro, they ain't fucking with us right now, man. They had they run. Much respect to them, but they had they run. They
it,
music tired.
it's King Shamp's time for sure.
It is. It's the era now. It's
It
our
is.
era.
He's ready. You mentioned something earlier too, because you brought up Prodigy, and and there was a reference to when I was reading one of your interviews that no one that 95 Prodigy could stomp on everyone. So what was that eye popping verse for you? Where was it that was like, yeah, Prodigy's got the game on lock to you? Because I mean, well, actually, that's the second Mob Deep album. That second one is woof,
And I think that's
the
where I was gonna
infamous.
go. Yeah, yeah. When he's on Still Shining,
Oh, that's on Hell
That
on Earth,
verse,
right?
Hell on Earth,
Hmm.
Hell on Earth. And the Infamous too. I feel like the one record he did for the Infamous that didn't get cut. It's a record that's called Taken in Blood.
Hmm.
Go listen to that. It's on YouTube. It's one of those unreleased kind of joints. No one was fucking with him.
Hmm.
Like he was on a different spot. You know what I'm saying? Like Prodigy was like talking that shit. You know what I mean? And I don't think at that point in time from you know who he was like to me? He was like Dirty Rakim, if that
Hmm.
makes sense. Like he rapped just like Rakim, but like
I
real
never thought
street
about that
gutter
until you
shit.
just said that, and it makes sense. It does.
Yeah, like that's like you can hear it there. Like it's like he taking like that same kind of flow, but it's just like super grimy box cutter shit. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, so Prodigy, yeah. I think still shining for me. The Taking in Blood verse for me. Drop a gem on him. The verse he gave on Pop was insane. And then now you got people that's actually breaking the lyrics down where he talking about him and Juice when the Puerto Ricans ran up on him on the corner where he's like, he got bangers the size of African spears. Like nobody even knew what the fuck he was talking about then until now. It's like, oh shit, he was referencing like Prodigy was different, bro.
He
Like,
was. He really was.
yeah, like
Rest in peace. People
Prodigy was
people don't
different.
bring him up enough too. I mean, this guy he went to Jay-Z too.
He did.
He did not care. He's kind of like your mentality. Anyone can get it.
Yeah, same shit. And Prodigy has that same kind of attitude. It's funny, and that's why you know New York and Philly are definitely brothers because you can find Prodigy in my hood. Like the way he acted, how he
Hmm.
moved and shit. Like Prodigy is like a Philly boy for us. Like it's like you look at him, you that's kind of like how Philly people act for real, for real.
Hmm.
Like except he's from New York, but like that same kind of attitude. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, rest in peace, Prodigy. One of my
Hmm.
biggest influences for sure. You
Yeah,
know,
absolutely.
and then HNIC,
Oh, that
like he
track with
goes
Nori,
crazy. Yeah, he goes crazy on that whole project, bro.
he does.
Like, yeah, like Prodigy. Oh man, we be talking about P all night, man. I fuck with P.
Rest in peace to P. One of the best
Rest
to
in
do it.
peace.
So, how about upcoming performances? Do you have something lined up? Is there some things you're going to be doing with the new project? What's the lineup?
Definitely, definitely. Probably in the next month or so, we probably going to start lining up a lot of different shows. Definitely, all around the country and definitely in New York. And we'll probably talk a little bit
Okay.
off there about certain things and stuff because that's the next move, the King Shampz to New York. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like we in the big city. You know what I mean? And really performing all over the place. So yeah, I'm excited to get out there on the stage and preview a lot of this new material.
I'm looking forward to it. I think the fans are going to be excited for it. Philly's going to be the support from Philly. That's what we need. We need that
Oh yeah.
Philly. We need Philly to be yelling out there with you.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. One thing I can say, man, of the people that are here that are supportive, man, they behind us 100%, man, and it's
Mhm.
growing by the day. You know what I'm saying? It's growing by the day. So we just gonna go in here and keep pushing, like you already know. It's a process, but one thing I can say is I see that light at the end of the tunnel, man. So we just pushing through.
Hmm. You are. And is there anything else that you have on the way that you want to speak about? Is there anything else that we didn't bring up here tonight as far as the new project? Anything else you're working on we may not know about?
Nah, right now the main focus is Hustlers Renaissance.
Hustlers Renaissance.
That's the main focus. Of course, Azzan's gonna be coming out with a project soon. But we don't have a date for that, so I went live. So, oh, that's gonna we working on that, motherfucker. We working on that. We got that coming together. And then Frio's gonna be dropping a project as well this year, and then I'll be coming back with another project at the end of the year. So we flooding them this year, man. Definitely gonna be a busy year for Dead Wrong.
Ooh, yeah, yeah, and we'll have to get you back on too when you release that new project. We could even get your
Yeah,
brother on too. Get Azzan on here too. We could even do
we
like a
got to.
two-way interview
We got to.
with
That'd be
both of
dope
you.
for the project. Yeah, that'll definitely be dope.
Yeah, we could do that. I'm down for that.
Yeah, I'll definitely let them know. That'd definitely be dope. That'd be some epic shit right there, bro. I fuck with that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I fuck with that.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's stay in the loop for that. And because I think what was the highlight perform? I think you did like a pigeons performance, right? You did something.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was like a highlight
yeah.
performance for you.
Yeah, man. We were doing a lot of records up there that night. It was a really dope experience to have like the crowd really rocking because it was so many other artists that got up there, bro, and they were terrible, and the crowd just wasn't rocking with them. They wasn't rocking with them. They just kind of was like, like you know how people are. Like people don't want to say just like outright boo, so they'll give like a bullshit, like I ain't really fucking with you, but I ain't gonna disrespect you type shit. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And when we got on there, bro, like the energy was just different. You know what I'm saying? Like the energy was just different. Like people was just like into it. It damn near almost became like a mosh pit kind of situation, that John,
Mhm.
because of just the energy coming from the records and the energy and the way we were performing it. You know what I mean? Really took it over the top where it's like, yo, like the music banger, but like they really getting us into the moment. They're really bringing us into the performance instead of us just watching it. You know what I mean? Like it's just like if you got background noise on at your house with the TV on. You ain't really watching it, but it's just the one that's talking, that's doing whatever, instead of like, oh shit, that's my movie. That's a new Wes Craven joint. I'm watching this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm tapped into this. You feel me? So yeah, man, that I want to bring back to the stage this year, man. That energy for
Mhm.
sure.
And that's what you're doing. So before we tap out here, because I'll stay on too. I'll stop the recording so we could catch up or whatever. Because we're on the Zoom now, so you
Yeah,
might as well. Then I know you got my contact and all that. But
yeah.
what's the quotable from this project that you want to leave is kind of a hook for people to look forward to with this new project? What's that bar or that quotable from this project that you want to use as a hook to hook the audience in to listen, get ready to listen to this?
Hmm. That's an excellent question.
Mm.
Cause there's a lot of bars on that motherfucker. There's a lot of bars on that project. Um, I may go with with one of the Don Juan joints where it's the second verse where I was like, yeah, nigga, man, these hoes never loved us. Got clips about as long as a tour bus. How you think that a bitch can extort us? Money in my hand, that's a big rush. Like just little bars in, you know what I mean? Different flows. It's a different kind of rhythm to it. Um, that's definitely like one of those ones for sure to me, where it's just like it's kind of indicative of like it's the hustler kind of like freestyle type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I think I would go with that. I think I'll go with that. Yeah, it's so many because you put me on the spot to like think like, damn, that's a lot of because there's a lot of bars on that job,
A
bro.
lot.
It's a ton of them. So I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, damn, like, which one gotta I use? But I think that's what I could think of off of the top. Yeah,
Mm.
something I could think of off the top for sure.
Well, everyone stay tuned. Hustlers Renaissance, the volume one, January 27th. That's the day.
Yes, sir. January 27th. That shit is about to go crazy. It's going to be on all streaming platforms. We're going to be doing multiple listening parties for it too.
Okay.
So yeah, that's going to be like one thing that we like do. We're going to be doing like multiple joints. So once we drop it, we'll have different reviews too on it. It's a nice little rollout, nice little campaign. Matter of fact, this is my second interview today to
Oh,
like
wow.
kind of get this shit together. So yeah, we're working. We're working
You're
like
working.
overtime. Yeah, we're working overtime. So yeah, bro, January 27th. It's the EP of the year, the project of the year to me, because last year was the Clips' year. I'm not going to take nothing away from them. Incredible fucking album. They did their thing. This is our year now. You
This
know
is
what I
your year.
mean? This is our year
Dead Wrong
now. So
Records.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Did wrong all the Wednesday. We're out here, man. January 27th. I'm super excited, man. Super excited.
I am too. The fans will be as well. And let them know they can follow you on Instagram, Twitter, all your platforms, or X now. It's X.
Yeah. I still say Twitter
I
though,
still
bro.
say
Y'all
Twitter.
know
I
the
prefer
fuck.
Twitter
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, get on here, man, and follow me at King Shampz, KingShampz on Instagram as well as Twitter. Go check out all of the projects. They're on all streaming platforms. Files of Corleone, The Beginnings,
The Murder
Murder
Files.
Files. Yeah. Murder Files was a motherfucker too.
Hmm.
That's a really dope project. We got a lot of workout, man. We got a very, very extensive elite catalog of dope music, man. Dope hustler music. And now Hustlers Renaissance is gonna be added to this really, really crazy collection of music, man. So yeah, January 27th, that's gonna be dropping. We're gonna have different updates on my Twitter as well as on my Instagram. And yeah, just follow us, man. Yeah, and make sure y'all follow my boy Max too. Now, don't be on no bullshit. Tap in, support. Tap
I
in and support, man.
I appreciate that, man. King, it always means a lot. And I know your name derives from all the struggles and even the wins that you've had throughout your career. So what would you say was the obstacle that you overcame that makes King Shampz the name that you go for your artistry ring true?
Mm. Oh man, just life in general, man. Just being in the hood every day and really dealing with the obstacles that come with that. You know, the trauma that can come with that, the mental pressure that can come with that, and still maintaining integrity through it all, still maintaining a certain level of morality and a love for self that a lot of people don't really have. And I feel like once I kind of overcame certain adversities within my life, it just made me stronger and
Mhm.
it made me feel more of a leader, more of a king, and be able to say, you know what? In order for me to wear this crown, it's been a heavy head. You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of different things that have happened along this journey that have made me who I am today. So I feel like that's definitely what kind of pushes that name. You know what I mean? Forward for sure.
Mhm. Well, you heard it here from King. King Shampz is here. Hustlers Renaissance, January 27th, Volume 1. Get ready,
Yes,
stay
sir.
tuned. He's not going to disappoint. I
Oh
tell you
nah,
that.
nah, 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 nah. That's not in my vocab,
No,
man. That's not my vocab at all. We come through, man. You
you
know what I
do.
mean? I step right up to the plate and put them Johns out of here. Young Bond shit.
You already know. King Shampz, thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate it as always. Appreciate the support since day one. You know it's real between us, especially for
You
hip
know that,
hop.
bro.
Yeah,
You know that, bro. Always, always going to support. And I always appreciate you always supporting anything that I'm doing, man. I always do the same, man. It's always love.
of course, man. And until the next time, we'll be locked in again for the upcoming projects. You'll see King Shampz on the show many more times again. And until the next time, guys, take care. Peace out.